What's cracking with your snack and snacker stars? Ladies and gentlemen, it's back by popular demand after the last time when we got that slice, or squirt rather, and the Jacks. When's the last time you had us back on Snack Briefs? I am Mimi, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat. Brandon from the SAS Snack Food Appreciation Society, and that's you, Will Mahoney.
Snack Tom Pally, and last time we went down this road, things got crazy. You started talking about Death Row. You started talking about Donkey Kong. Yep. Who knows where are we going to go today? Because when's the last time you had, and I don't even know what you're about to pull out here, Brandon.
When's the last time you had RC Cola?
Royal Crown.
Royal Crown Cola is here, established in 1905. Me and my RC in this retro packaging.
Where did you find this?
I got it at Giant. It was a buck. It was a buck. The Giant in Germantown, somehow, some way.
Time machine.
You know, they got the time machine going on. They got the RC. They had it next to the more current logo, and I said, "Oh, of course I'm getting the old one." But seriously, I mean, I know RC's never gone away. It's never, not been a thing, but it's just not around.
No.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's probably in the 90s, but I have the 80s memories are much more vivid. Yeah. Much more vivid. So the question, of course, then is, when's the last time you had?
When's the last time you had an RC? Well, ladies and gentlemen, myself, I can pinpoint 1985.
85?
We're talking about 33 years since I've had an RC, and I'm only 43, so that's 10 years, And I was in North Carolina, because why are you going to drink RC in your home state?
Who remembers these things in such detail? Keep going.
And we were driving down North Carolina. We stopped at a Shoney's, and the Shoney's, for some reason, only had RC Cola.
Whoa.
They didn't have Coke. They had RC. And I remember I also had a graphic novel in my hand. It was a Transformers graphic novel that was not so much a graphic novel as just a collection of some of their comic books, and it had Shockwave on the front.
Nice.
And my dad, he decided to order for me this night. I don't know why. And he ordered liver and onions for me, because that's exactly what I wanted, was some liver and onions. And my dad, Whitey, he was always the best at figuring out exactly what I wanted.
No, get back and get some liver and onions.
Not at all. Not at all. So I don't remember enjoying the RC. I remember it tasting terrible.
Ooh.
And I remember not liking the liver and onions. So I guess the Transformers comic book was the only thing that was my saving grace that day.
My God, get a whiff of that. That is some Cola 1980 scent.
Yeah.
Folks, this is taking me back.
Smell like Tab.
No, this smells like Cola greatness. This is a scent that's taking me back to getting VHS movies on a rental.
Yep.
This is taking me back to a Sunday afternoon in the apartment complex. And what the apartment complex, there you had the moms that were up in there. It was the 80s. You had the divorcees that were getting around in the apartment complex. We had a friend by the name of Chris Fanukin.
Pukin Fanukin.
The kid had some problems, but for a point he was living... Well, no, he wasn't living above me. They were living in a different part of the complex. So there was a guy who lived above me. His name was Tom, old redneck dude. Tom was known for wearing the cut-off jean shorts and no damn underwears underneath, so the balls hit. Yeah.
My dad did that too. So.
Redneckery at its finest.
Exactly.
And he totally had the Tom Selleck stash and everything. And he'd sit out there on the porch with no shirt on and the damn cutoffs, and he'd be macking on all the damn divorcees in the neighborhood out there smoking his cigarettes. And he had the big old wooden spool for the table on the porch.
Of course.
Redneckery at its finest, okay?
Yes.
Lived above me forever. He was divorced, had some daughters that maybe once a month or every 2 months would come around on the weekend or so, and he suddenly be all dressed up much better than normal,
Mm-hmm.
That's not the story here. The story was eventually he got with my boy Chris with his mom, okay? And I was friends with Chris, so eventually his mom started hanging out over there, okay? So one day all the kids were told to come over, like me and some of my boys were told to come over because, hey, he rented a bunch of movies for us, and you know what he got? It was this is 1987. You know what was hot in 1987? The first big VHS hit in the rental market. Top Gun.
Oh.
Top Gun on VHS. This was going to be a heck of a Sunday afternoon. Top Gun on VHS and a whole bunch of candy.
Nothing like some shirtless volleyball.
Oh yeah, some shirtless manly volleyball, some RC cola, and a whole ton of candy for all the kids. Gave us the whole damn bottom floor of the apartment and two-floor townhouse. Gave us the whole damn bottom floor, threw in Top Gun, had everything set to go. Kids, here's some candy, here's some soda, here's some chips, hooked us up with all the damn snacks in the world. Our eyes were bugging out of our mind. Last thing I remember, we're cracking our RC cola and we're having a good time watching Top Gun, and he comes down there, and last thing he says before he disappears for the whole damn rest of the day. Now, kids, now, you need to really hear those jet engines. Turn that sound way up. Okay. And he's mashing that TV button to those damn jet engines are loud as hell and the whole room shaking, and he went upstairs with Chris Banukin's wife.
Wife?
My mama.
Oh.
Mama.
I guess he's turned into a whole new thing.
With his mama. Those two weren't seen again for the whole rest of that movie. And that sound stayed up the whole damn time. And it's one of those things that damn day, we were kids. We were enjoying our snacks and our candy and Top Gun. We were none the wiser. You get a little older, though.
Put two and three together.
Your brain starts working. You know what was going on upstairs. You know. Yeah, there was a highway to the danger zone upstairs. Wow. For sure. That's the last time I had RC Cola.
I wonder if there was a failed ejection like our boy Goose.
there might have been there might have been a half brother or something, or a half sister coming years later. Who knows? All from that day with Top Gun and some RC Cola. Brandon, there you go.
I just remember Chris. I don't remember a ton about him. I remember he was meek. He was very white.
Yes. Emaciated.
Yes. He had hemophilia, that's right. Yes, because I was in life science with him, I guess it was, or no, physical science, and one day he just started bleeding. So
crisis.
He just started bleeding and had to go. But anyway, let's check out the RC.
It's a fine cola, folks. That is some cola flavor. And it's in that classic 2-liter deal where, like, you have a whole bunch of ice in it, it gets watered down real quick.
You know, I don't think so. I think it's just watered down to begin with. There's not a lot of fizz to this.
No.
It's,
never was.
The ice kills it.
Yeah, and
Dr. Pepper 7-Up Company in charge of RC these
actually,
days.
that's not exactly true.
Uh-oh.
Because nowadays, that company is owned by Keurig. So it's the Keurig Dr. Pepper company. And also, they own a lot of other things. Like, they own A&W Soda. They own IBC, and they own Hires. All three of them. So what are you doing owning 3 root beers, man? That's a monopoly, dude. You can't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is what I would say about the RC Cola. Tasting this and how watered down it is and the lack of carbonation. You know what this is? This is the old folks cola here.
Yeah.
This is for some old folks that can't handle a strong flavor, that just want to, like, give me some of that. Give me some of that Coke. They try to call us Coke. Give me some of that Coke.
Or pop.
Pop, yeah. I just want some pop. And this is a grandma soda.
Yeah.
This is a grandma soda. I don't know, can it be improved?
It has to be.
Let's see.
You know what we want.
Rummer beam?
The beam.
The beam.
The beam.
It's so watered down, and there's so lack of a punch that we'll see. Get up in there.
You know I love beam. I love beam with ginger ale. I love beam with cola. Either way, so
definitely helps with the scent.
Give it a little swirl.
Something smells like alcohol.
Yeah. I mean, it helps. It helps. It's not bad. It's just, it's underwhelming.
Just no fizz, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you that bite. It's just flat. It's
watered down soda.
Flat.
Watered down RC.
I don't remember it being as terrible as I thought it was when I was 11, but yeah, it's still not great. What kind of rating do you give this thing?
Oh, man. It gives me great memories of Top Gun, which is always fun. But, yeah, RC, I don't need to taste you again. I'm not sure why you're still on the market. I'll go a third. It's underwhelming. Yeah. Underwhelming.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not terrible, but it's just not much of anything.
Nothing you're going to go out of your way
No,
for.
not
Nothing to be saying me and my RC about.
My RC, hell no. Maybe we'll check out some diet right next time, but for now, the RC for me is getting. What did you say was under a half? Just under a half there? Like 45%?
45%.
45% of a thumbs up.
Oh, there you go.
So I'll give it, that and that. It's wet, it's liquid.
It's wet.
It has a flavor.
It's wet.
And yeah, it's wet, it's liquid, it has a flavor. So it qualifies in those aspects. What do you think of RC? Some people are crazy about it. What do you want to see us review next on when's the last time you had? Tell us something old school. Don't tell us Dunkaroos. You can't get those except for in Korea. But anyway,
some we're going to have good stories for. I mean, if someone's mom isn't getting railed out upstairs while you're watching Top Gun, what kind of story is it?
There is no story, man. Getting force-fed liver and onions by your dad. Yeah, something like that. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Check out all our exploits. They're all over the place. The Facebooks, the Patreons, the Twitters and the Instagrams. At Brandon Rick SAS, at Hugh Mahoney, at a Brick in the SAS. And when you do all that...
And when you do all that, you know what you need to do. When you're drinking some RC and watching Top Gun, it's oh so simple. Hashtag Snack Society all day, every day for all your snacking needs. Folks, do you got a better story about RC Cola? Please share it, because I want to hear it. When you do that, you're part of that 4 Horsemen of YouTube, baby, and you could be Tully Blanchard.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell to be notified. In the meantime, in between time, keep that RC away from my beam, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.